So, hello everyone, my name is William Antolin. Today I'm going to introduce you my thesis subject entitled Improvement of the Representation of Living Fuel for Fire-Atmosphere Coupled Modeling. So this thesis started early October and at CERFAX in Toulouse under the supervision of Mélanie Rochoux for CERFAX and Patrick Lemoigne for CNRM Météo France. So this thesis is the natural continuation of Aurélien's work. So I'm going to talk a bit about his work. Sorry for the repetition. I need to say it. So during his PhD, Aurélien developed his own fire-atmosphere coupled model, which he then evaluated on the experimental case Fireflux 1. He showed, like he told you this morning, the significant impact of the atmospheric variability on the simulation of fire behavior. So a bit of spoiler for the next day, but he then worked on the validity of the anelastic hypothesis and showed in particular that compressible effects appear around 10 meters of resolution. So during this thesis, our goal is then to now being able to run simulation for different types of fuels, like typical French ecosystems, such as Mediterranean land, to go further than grass fires. So to do that, we have different kind of problems, but we didn't identify the three main problematics. The first one is how to initiate fuels. What are the plausible fuels maps to run ensembles of fire-atmosphere coupled simulation? How to evaluate towards complex ecosystems, different than grasses, such as forests, for example. And finally, what are the principal sources of incertitude linked to the representation of fuels? So that's our goal. To do that, we plan to first recreate the Fireflux case, but now taking account of trees drag, which is kind of fitting with today's topic. So the goal here is to rerun the simulation that Aurélien did during his thesis with Meso-NH Blaze, but taking now account of trees drag, because we see on the simulation in red that we have grooves on the sides and upstream that could and should influence the fire propagation. Our guess for now is that the groove upstream, the little one, is going to influence the most the fire propagation, but we'll see. At the end of this study, the goal is to compare the simulation with and without trees drag. To do that, we plan to use the work of Aumont, which activated a source term in the quantity of movement equation in Meso-NH. So in that way, we are going to introduce combustible effect on the vegetation effect on the atmosphere. So that was the effect of vegetation on the atmosphere, but what about the effect of vegetation over the rate of spread? So we want to be able to identify the role of living and dead fuel parameters over the rate of spread. For that, we want to set up an ensemble approach. The idea is first to determine which parameters we want to perturb in our approach to generate the ensemble method approach. So here is an example of the work of Aurélien during his thesis, when he did subball indices for the rate of spread with 14 perturb parameters. So we see that they have different influences over the rate of spread. Obviously, the wind speed is the most dominant one, but is followed then in red. I highlighted them in red. Followed then by the Fourier indice, then the ignition temperature, and at the end the total mass of dead fuel. So this approach was done for dead fuel, but during this thesis, the plan is to do this also for living fuels, to get a representation of more complex cases. So one of our goal is to be able to recreate more complex cases with complex vegetation. One of the cases we want to reproduce is the New Jersey case, which is an experimental fire of pinewood forests. You see here on the figure, of the picture, airborne observation of the infrared domain, which can give the temporal evolution of the position of the fire front. So this kind of case is like really useful for the validation of the model and should be really helping us. And last but not least, following Vale, our goal is to make the link between Aurélien's work, so the fire atmosphere compound modeling, with a surface scheme, vegetation scheme. So we plan to try to do it with ISBA-MEB, which is a vegetation scheme within the surface model by Boone. And this scheme is within the surface model. Its creator doesn't need no further introduction. It offers a dynamical representation of the ground litter. So it, of course, it interests us, but we can get access to different quantities, such as water reservoir, surface temperature of plants, and also drag coefficient from canopy, which is linked to our first goal during this thesis. One quick note is that water reservoir are now only representing the soil and the surface, but the plan to be able to represent more living fuels is also to integrate stems and leaves water, I mean inside, not only on the surface. So yeah, that's it for the perspective about this thesis. Thank you for your attention.